Hello there, welcome back to another video with me, Stephany Cabrales, a real estate agent in Omaha. And in today's video, we will be discussing a topic that I get asked about a lot, and that is, when is the best time to buy a home? Now, I wish I had one specific answer to that question, but the reality is that in my opinion, it really depends. But it depends on what, you may be asking. And today, I will be giving you some information to better understand when the right time is for you. Now, as a real estate agent, I can always give you tips and tricks on how to better understand if now is the right time to buy for you. But in reality, every situation is different. And this is why today we will go through a checklist to see if you are ready to buy. A lot of people come to the same conclusion when it comes to home ownership. Everyone wants prices to go down as well as interest rates. But the reality is that it's actually really rare to see home prices decline as well as interest rates. Typically, you'll see interest rates decline, but home prices continue to scale in value each year. However, you do need to keep in mind some important factors about if now is the right time to buy for you. Number 1, if now is the time you want to buy, here are some good things to know about buying in today's market. Let's analyze the market trends. In this graph right here, we are seeing a consistency in home prices going up for the past 10 years since 2014. And the reason why this is important is because it helps you understand that home prices have been going up in Omaha since 2014. And this has been the trend we have been seeing in the last decade. So we can only assume that this is what we will continue see happening for the next consecutive years. Now, with this information, it is important to know that if you are trying to figure out the time to buy, I would say yes. The sooner you can get a home and start building some equity, the better. And the less you'll have to pay for a home in future years. Number 2 is why wait? The main frustration with buying a home also has to do with interest rates. But let me just say that this is not all that bad. You see, even if interest rates are not where you would want them to be now, there are always options around getting better loan terms. For example, if you're a first-time homebuyer seeking home ownership, you could qualify for a first-time homebuyer program assistance, and you can be eligible to obtain a lower interest rate than what we currently have in the market. You can also obtain down payment assistance, allowing you to come to the closing table with as little as $1,000 to $5,000 down, so that's definitely an option. The second option would be refinancing. And if you qualify for refinancing, this could be a great option. So if you find yourself in the position where you want to quit renting and take a leap of faith into your home ownership journey, but you don't necessarily want to keep a 6% interest rate for the term of your loan, well, let me just say I work with some great lenders that can help you get your finances in order to refinance even after a year of purchasing a home. And the third option, and probably the most beneficial one, is a loan assumption. Have you ever heard of the term loan assumption? Well, in easy words, a loan assumption is essentially taking over a current home loan as your own. And the benefit of this is that for the most part, these type of loans happen to have the lowest interest rates. So if this loan was obtained by the original owner with a low interest rate, you could obtain this interest rate by assuming the loan as the new homeowner. And that is how you can obtain a very competitive interest rate for your home as well. So if you're thinking about starting your home search, reach out to me so I can help you get started with your loan assumption. Now, here's one thing to keep in mind. The reason why people are currently buying homes left to right, yes, you are not alone, is because in reality, the time and day when interest rates will drop is uncertain. Which is why people, even though interest rates are not where they want them to be, they understand that there are other opportunities out there. Also, keep in mind that waiting for interest rates to drop like everyone else is not necessarily ideal, just because that would only open opportunities for a bidding war. In other words, although buying a home is one of your most important financial decisions, have peace of mind knowing that there are always options that can benefit your pocket as well. Saving up for a down payment. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, how much do I have to save up? And I've actually been asked this question before, but my answer is the more you save up, the better. Also, you have to keep in mind some closing fees as well. For example, in a regular real estate transaction, you'll need to have enough funds to cover for earnest deposits, lender fees, escrow fees, prepaid closing cost, and commission, just to mention a few. Also, every situation is different with everybody, so it's hard to give you a specific number as to how much you should save up. So reach out to a knowledgeable agent that can provide you with cost sheet breakdowns, which is, by the way, what I provide for my clients in order to provide much better understanding on how much money you'll need to bring to the closing table. Now, there are a couple things you need to keep in mind if now is the time that you are thinking about buying. So go ahead and ask yourself the following questions. How much money do you currently have saved up? Here's the thing, the higher the down payment, the lower your interest rate will be. Or you can even buy down your interest rate as well, which can save you a ton of money in the long run. And having some solid savings will make the whole process smoother, from covering that down payment to handling any additional surprises. And number 2, have you been making payments on time? Not only will that help boost your credit score, but it'll also make you look more appealing to lenders when you're ready to apply for a mortgage. And that way, it's almost guaranteed that you could be pre-approved for a loan. Trust me, putting in the hard work now will make your future home buying experience way better. In other words, besides wanting to buy a home, you gotta make sure that you are ready to buy a home. And yes, that does mean, like I had mentioned before, paying your bills on time, working on keeping that good credit, and saving up. But if you have been working on all of these points, then you could be ready to buy. So this is why giving you a straight answer on when the right time is to buy is a little complicated. I guess the best way to put it would be, when you are ready, then you are ready. In reality, life is always happening to everybody. And if you were that person who got a better job opportunity, or maybe you're moving closer to family, or maybe even your family is growing and it's time to find a bigger place, whatever that life event is for you, I would love to help you in your home buying process. So here is my information, and please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. I hope you obtained some really good information from today's video. And again, thank you for your support, and let me know what are some topics that you would want me to cover next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.